Well, joining us now is Tanya Haj Hassan, who's a pediatric doctor from Médecins Sans Frontières. She was in Gaza just over a month ago, and she joins us now from Jordan. Tanya Haj Hassan, thank you for joining us here on BBC News. I understand that you know the doctor who accompanied Dr. Al-Najjar to identify her children who had died in this attack. What are you hearing via that doctor?
Thank you. Just to clarify, I was in Gaza with the charity Medical Aid for Palestinians, although I also do work for Médecins Sans Frontières, MSF. So Dr. Alaa worked in the emergency department of Al-Nasser Hospital, or works in the emergency department of Nasser Hospital. She was on call the day that her children were killed yesterday. She was taken to the hospital by her husband, also a physician, to work in the pediatric emergency department. Her husband went home, and my understanding from her colleagues, my colleagues in the building where we all worked, including Dr. Alaa, is that as soon as her husband got home to be with the children while his wife was at work on call in the emergency department, the home was struck. Dr. Alaa received word that her children's bodies were brought to the hospital. So she went down with my colleague to identify the bodies, and my colleague and friend, an intensive care doctor who was with Dr. Alaa, told me that she couldn't look at the bodies, that they were charred and disfigured and dismembered beyond recognition, and that Dr. Alaa's colleagues who went with her were all in tears. My colleague said she needed to faint. She was passing out just from the image of her friend and colleagues' children in front of her. So those were 7 children. 2 more children were subsequently retrieved from the remnants of the home, again charred beyond recognition. And then her sole surviving child had to undergo surgery, emergency surgery in the hospital, as Dr. Graham just mentioned in the clip before me. Her husband's in critical condition in the intensive care unit. And I just want to say, this isn't new. This is part of a pattern of targeting civilians, of targeting healthcare workers. Over 1,400 healthcare workers have been killed to date. And that's just referring to the healthcare workers themselves, not all the healthcare worker families that have been killed. Every single colleague I worked with in Gaza, both this year and last year, had multiple first and second-hand relatives first and second degree relatives who had been killed to date.